Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell from the title, today's video is a little bit different, and that is because your girl finally got her first sponsorship. Yeah! This video is sponsored by Hooks and Needles, which is a monthly knit and crochet subscription box. You may have heard of this company already because they have such a huge community online. There are lots of people that use this service. So I was excited when they reached out to me because I always wanted to know if subscription boxes are really worth it. So that is the question we are going to answer today. So a little bit more about this company before we get into the unboxing. So like I said, it is a knit and crochet subscription box. You get it every month and you can choose either crochet or knit. I chose to go with crochet. And these boxes actually are shipped in sequence. So if you choose to subscribe now, you won't be missing out on any previous boxes. So basically everyone just kind of starts in the same place. And I thought this was a really good idea because that means if you are a beginner, you can start with the same kind of foundation as everyone else. So it just means that you are starting in the right place and it's not going to be too confusing. But this box is also aimed at a wide range of levels. It's from beginner to advanced. And I personally would consider myself quite an advanced crocheter, so I'm interested to know if this box will actually benefit me or if it is more suited to beginners. So here is the box, very sturdy. This came all the way from America to South Korea and it held up really well. So I will say that just from the looks of it, I'm impressed. So let's get into it and see what we have in this little bad boy. So let's go ahead and crack this open. Doo-doo-doo. So it has a little quote here, "Your yarnful dreams begin here." That's cute, isn't it? That's lovely. So this is the booklet with all of our patterns and everything in it. I'm going to put that aside and we will look at this in a minute because I want to see what is in the box. Oh, okay. So what we have are 3 yarns. 2 are the same color, 1 is different. I can't actually remember what I ordered, so this is also exciting for me. So this is one of the yarns. It is very soft, I will say. It says it's merino essence and it is for a 4 to 4.5 millimeter hook and 4.5 to 5 millimeter needles. It was made in Italy and it is quite thick, as you can see, but it is just very soft and the color is gorgeous. That is such a gorgeous purple. So there are 2 of these, each are 50 grams, and there is this kind of dusty pink. I would say I'm not very good with color names, but yeah. this looks like it is the exact same yarn, just in a different color. And yeah, it's just super soft and I am very excited to see how this crochets up because it looks like it will be very nice. So what else is in the box? We have this little keychain. I think I remember now. I ordered one that you can make a bag, so this would make sense. There is a little leather keychain that is very cute, very surprising. I will say that this comes with things like this. Usually I see subscription boxes and they don't really have something as fancy as this inside, and it also comes with a strap. Let's crack this open and see what it looks like. So it is just this leather strap, very nice. It matches very well with the little tassel, but yeah, it feels like it's good quality. Impressive, very impressive. Yeah, I like that. So I will put that to the side. And there is one more thing in here. What is it? Oh, it's little scissors. Stop, these are so cute. I'm actually genuinely excited about this because my scissors that I use, I'll show you the scissors I use. Oh, these are the scissors I use when I'm doing crochet and knit. They're hair cutting scissors, and yeah, they cut well, but they're not it. So I really wanted to get some small scissors, and look at that. Let's open them because they look so cute. Oh, they are so sweet. Perfect. Perfect size for my tiny little hands. Oh, so there isn't actually a crochet hook in this box, but I was actually able to choose which box I wanted, like I said, and I didn't pick the first one, so it may not have a crochet hook because it might have come with the previous box. I'm not sure. So I do know there are other boxes that come with crochet hooks, so hopefully you already have the crochet hook that this yarn needs, but that is something to note. But I'm sure it would tell you in the description of the box. But let's put this to the side and have a little look at the booklet we got. So this is our booklet. It is very nice quality, I will say, like a little magazine. And if you open to the first page, you obviously just have the table of contents. And then it tells you everything that comes in this box. So the total value of the box is almost $80, which I can see because the yarn is such good quality. I would pay top dollar for that yarn. And with this month's box, it's saying they are continuing their vibrant colors and rich textures of Italy's please, of Italy's knitting tradition. Wow. So yeah, obviously the previous box before this or another box would be all about Italy's knitting tradition. So yeah, that is interesting. And it says that it comes with the yarn, the scissors, the crossbody strap, the tassel, and the monthly patterns and their instructions. So it tells you how to frog, which is, yeah, that's important with crocheting because we all have to frog sometimes. And yeah, it seems like it just tells you some really useful tips. So this is the first pattern. It is a hanging organizer, and this is aimed at beginners. It looks like it would be quite beginner friendly. And it does remind you that there's not enough yarn for every single project. So if you want to do one of these projects, it is best to pick a project which you think would be best for you because you won't have enough yarn to do every single one. So it says here, the first one is a hanging organizer. The second one for intermediate people is the puff stitch pot holder. And the advanced one is a colourful purse. So that's what we'd be using the strap and the tassel for. Oh, it is dusty pink. I was correct. I was correct. But yeah, I'm probably just going to test out one of these, maybe the puff stitch pot holder. Because although I know puff stitch, I'm not completely comfortable with it. So it would be good to see how they explain that. So if it would be helpful. I'm not going to show you all of the patterns because obvious reasons why, but we will just take a look at the first one. So you can actually scan the QR code and you can get a digital pattern, which is great because if you don't want to carry the whole book around with you, you can just download the digital pattern. So I really like that. And what I like about this is there are so many pictures. I am a visual learner. I am not very good with reading words. I'm not very good with speaking. So having lots of pictures is great for me. Aha, so here, look, it says that you need the crochet hook from your previous boxes. So there we go. I was a little bit worried about that, but it really does seem like you get everything you need. You will just need a sewing needle, which you didn't get, but I also believe they sometimes put sewing needles in, so you may have that in your other box. So perfect. And it tells you all of the abbreviations that they are using. So it really seems, look at this, wow. Yeah, it really seems like they will tell you everything you need to know. I will have a deeper look into the pattern just to see that it makes sense, because you never know. And at the end, oh, this is so cute. At the end of the book, they have a recipe of the month. Oh, this is so sweet. You can make a classic hot chocolate. You know, I might try this. So you can cozy down with a hot chocolate and enjoy working on your project. I think that's really cute. I think that's a really cute idea. I like that. Yeah, so that seems promising. I'm impressed. Colour me impressed. I'm gonna go ahead and look at one of these patterns, read them, and I will tell you if it actually makes sense. So I have my little crochet hook, and it says that you should use a 5mm, but I'm just going to use a 6mm. Remember, this is important to remember, that a pattern is just a guide. This is what I want to preference. I think a lot of people feel like they need to follow the pattern to an absolute T. You do not. It is just a guide. It's just very helpful. It tells you how you could make something. But if you want to go up a hook size, if you want to go down a hook size, if you want to use a different yarn, if you want to use a different pattern, that is totally up to you. But obviously this is just great for having all the materials just in front of you. You don't have to go to the trouble of buying a new hook, buying new yarn, figuring out will this work. It is just perfect if you just want a no stress little crochet moment. But I think it is also important to say that you don't have to follow everything to a T. Don't get stressed about following instructions. Crochet is just supposed to be just something that helps you chill, and I think this is very helpful to help you do that. Like I said, they have a little recipe at the end. Just go ahead and make your hot cocoa and chill out. Okay, let's go. So it tells you here, it tells you what number the color is, 334, and it says 334, so very helpful. So we're just gonna crack that out. How easy is it to find the center? This is what tells me if I'm gonna like a yarn. Came out straight away. Bravo. 10 points to Gryffindor. Love that. Love that for me. So the yarn, on closer inspection, nice and stretchy. I like that. Very soft. Perfect. So I'm just gonna go ahead and follow what it tells me, and I will come back and tell you how easy it is to follow, because like I said, I am not really good at reading patterns. I'm a bit rubbish at it. I make all of my own patterns myself, so I'm not really used to reading patterns. So this will be a good test to me to see if I actually understand what I am reading. So I just finished the first row, and I am trying to kind of read this as if I was an intermediate crocheter. So I know the basics, but I may be a little bit unsure. So there's nothing stopping me from going to YouTube and being like, show me visually how to do this. So as I am doing this, I am trying to think like, oh, maybe I wouldn't know that. So I just read this part here, and it told me that I have to switch the color. And I was thinking, that would be a little bit difficult maybe if I didn't know how to switch a color. But I turned the page and look at that. It tells you, it shows you exactly how to do it. Like very, very in-depth on how to change the color, and I think that's just very impressive. Like even a beginner could do this because it just tells you so well. So yeah, I just want to say that's very impressive, and I will continue on to the next row. I just did my first puff stitch and I will be completely honest and say that I completely forgot how to do this stitch. So yeah, who said she was an advanced crocheter that can't even remember how to do a puff stitch? But you know what? I read it and I did it, and yeah, now I remember. Very helpful. So yeah, that has the approval for me on the puff stitch. So this is what it looks like. I just think that is really cute and the colors are very cute together. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I would happily recommend this to an intermediate crocheter because I think it is very easy to understand and it's a lot about repeating the same thing. So I think this is a perfect pattern for a intermediate person. I am actually not going to finish making this simply because I actually want to use the yarn to make the bag. I think the bag, this one I'll show you, I want to use it to make this bag because I think this bag is really cute. I'm not going to make it in this video. I am just going to make it by myself, maybe with a hot cup of cocoa. And yeah, I want to gift it. I might gift it to our cleaning lady in, I don't have a personal cleaning lady. I mean, in the estate, there is somebody that goes around and cleans outside and she is very lovely. So I think this would be just such a little cute gift for her. So I think I'm going to go ahead and make that for her. So that is also a great use of these boxes, is even if you don't want to keep the project for yourself, they make great gifts. But they're also kind of hassle-free gifts, I would say. You have everything you need and you have the pattern and you don't have to go search and find something. You can just make it quite easily. So I like that. I think that is a really good idea. So now the question everybody has been waiting for, are crochet and knit subscription boxes worth it? Especially hooks and needles. I would say yeah, I think it is worth it. I actually didn't know how much these boxes cost, but I just looked it up on the website and they are about $34. Yes, $34. I personally think that's a pretty insane price. Like, I'm not just saying this, I think like for everything you get in the box, including the pattern, the yarn, sometimes a hook, I got all of the straps and everything. It's a little bit difficult for me to comment on if you're buying this within America because I don't know how much you guys are paying for your supplies, but I will say I will show you this yarn. I used this yarn the other day for a scarf and it was, I want to say 8,001 for one, and it is less grams than this and the quality is not as good as this. Like, it's good. This is also merino wool. It is good, but it is not as good as this. If I wanted to have the same amount as this, then I would probably be paying like, here I would be paying like 30,001, which is a little bit less than what they estimated this yarn from, but I do believe yarn in Korea is a lot less expensive. So for this yarn, I think that is such a good price. I want to talk about the scissors because these are so cute. Out of the whole thing, this is my favorite thing. This is actually a free gift, apparently. I looked at the website and they gave you 3 gifts in every box. So these are worth $10, a free little gift. So that's exciting. Every box you get something new. And the patterns as well, you guys know if you are buying patterns online, they can run you up to like $7 each. I would say the bag, obviously the different patterns would be a different price range, like the beginner ones wouldn't be so expensive, but I would say the bag one is quite expensive, and you just have to think you're getting physical things in your hand. It's not just digital. And also, I didn't realize there are also YouTube videos. So even if you can't really read this, you can literally just watch. So I would say, yeah, all in all, pretty worth it. And considering me as a advanced advanced crocheter, I would say that yeah, it is helpful because as you saw, I forgot how to do a stitch. And it's not just that, it's even though I would consider myself to know a lot about crochet, there are so many things that I don't know. You can never know everything about everything, so I feel like this would help me to learn even more things that would help me towards making my own things and developing my skills. And also I as you know, I make my own patterns, and as much as I love doing that, it is exhausting. It is so exhausting. Your brain is just always on, you're thinking so much all the time. And when I first started crocheting, it was very much, I still enjoy it, but it was more enjoyable in the sense I could kind of just switch my brain off and just follow what someone else is doing. And I can't do that anymore with making my own patterns. So I really enjoy when I can just follow what someone else is doing and switch my brain off and just relax and just make something cute. So yeah, I would say it is great for beginners because it seems to be very beginner friendly. You get everything you need, and it's also great for advanced because you just get to learn a little bit more and relax and have fun. So what do you guys think? Is this something you are going to try? Is it something you were always thinking about trying? I would be interested to know. I'm actually going to be teaching my husband how to crochet. He asked, I'm not forcing it on him. He wanted to know, learn how to do it. So I think it would be a good little test if I give him one of these boxes after he's learned the basics and say to him, see if you can follow this pattern, and that would be a good test to see how well it works for beginners. So if you are interested in that, let me know. I think that would be a fun idea. But yeah, I think that's all for this video. Oh, if you want to get the books for yourself, I will leave a link below and you can go ahead and check them out. There's no commitment, so you can just order one box. If you decide you don't like it, you can just cancel. So for that price, I think it would be good because you can check out lots of different yarns and stuff. And that's all for today's video. Thank you again to Hooks and Needles for sponsoring this video. It is very exciting, and yeah, just to be sponsored by a company who is so passionate about supporting creators is such a great feeling, and who really wants to put the coziness and relaxing back into crochet and knit, because I think that is lost a lot these days. Let's put a little bit more happiness and relaxation into crochet. Yeah, that's all. Thank you and goodbye. Doo-doo-doo.